Okay. B. B's a little bit tougher than A. What I look at here when I look at this, I'm like, okay, cos of pi over 4, I can do that. It's 1 over root 2. Sine of pi by 4, I can do that. It's 1 over root 2. I don't know what the sine of 5 pi by 12 is. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at this and notice that they've set it up exactly like a compound angle formula, but it's not the one that you see up here. Not that. It is the opposite of that. It's the answer to a compound angle formula. I mean, really, you can't really say that one's the answer of the other. I mean, yeah, anyways, I won't get into that. But this is identical, so you can turn it into the sine of 5 pi by 12. What? Minus. So it's minus this. So it's this is my A, this is my B. This is my A, this is my B, and because it's sine cos minus cosine, I know that it's one of the sine ones. If this had been cos, cosine, sine, I would have had to have used a cos here, because that's the identity. So the sine of A minus B, and B in this case is pi by 4, is that. Now, that doesn't help me out a lot. See if I can actually subtract these things, though. See what happens. See what happens? Okay, quick side note here. Use your fraction button. You should have a button on your calculator that looks like this, A, B, C, and you can just punch this in. So you should just be able to punch in 5 ABC 12 minus 1 ABC 4, and it'll actually calculate that for you. If you can't do that, then you have to do your this 5 over pi by 12 minus turn that into by 12, so 3 pi by 12, because that's what pi by 4 is. Cool with that? Just going over a little bit of basic fraction stuff. Now, when you subtract that, you get 2 pi by 12, and you reduce it, so it's pi by 6. Now, if you had punched it through your calculator using your ABC button, you would have got 1 over 6 as well. So this actually turns into the sine of pi by 6. So it's actually going backwards, whereas A asked you to turn it into this long form. Here you're taking the long form and turning it back into this, using the same thing though, using a compound angle formula. Sine of pi by 6 equals, come on, 1 over root 2. Whoa, no. Come on you, come on me. Okay, come on, Sullivan, you know how to do this. It's 1 over 2. Because that is the sine of 30 degrees, so it's a half. Bam, there's your answer. So take this whole thing, turn it back into the original form, which is the A minus B. You do the A minus B, which turns that thing into a pi by 6, which I know the exact answer of. So how do I think about this question? I look at this 5 pi by 12, and I'm like, crap, I can't do those ones. I only know pi by 6s, pi by 4s, pi by 2s, pi by 3s, and pi by 1s. By pi by 1, I mean pi, or 2 pi. So I don't know how to do pi by 12, so I flip it into the other form, and hey, it turns into a pi by 6, which I can do, so I do it. Done.